When Jonas Aidoo and the Arkansas Razorbacks come to TBA, it's kind of like when your ex flings in your city, you wish him well and then you just focus on yourself. And that's exactly what Tennessee is doing ahead of this SEC matchup. I'm Paige Dower. This is the Field Pass on Full Disclosure. The 11-2 Arkansas Razorbacks are riding a 6-game win streak when they come to TBA to take on number 1 Tennessee. And for John Calipari, this will also be his first SEC game at the helm of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Now, as far as Tennessee, they're bludgeoning their opponent so far this season, only allowing their opponents to score 56.2 points per game. Certainly a pace they look to continue when their ex-fling comes to town. We all know a year ago that Tennessee invested heavily in Jonas Aidoo when it comes to his development, especially building his confidence a year ago. And we certainly saw that transformation happen before our eyes on the court last season. And then it was a bit of a surprise when he hopped into the portal. The team will say no bad blood because, as Rick Barnes will put it, it's kind of just the name of the game and the landscape of college basketball right now. And while he was battling that lower leg injury in the first half of the season, what they've been able to see in the last 5 or so games is a lot of the stuff that he did at Tennessee.
Jonas, really, we loved him when he was here and what he did, and loved his growth. But you know, he's there, we're here, and it's about competition now.
And despite being past roommates and close friends, Jeriah Mashack says it's all business right now. He really hasn't communicated much with Jonas Aidoo this game week, but he says that's kind of what they both expect. They're both incredibly locked into the game, only focused on the orange and white for Jeriah Mashack, really, as it should be. And he says all the fun can come after.
He knows how I am. He knows how much of a competitor I am and a fighter I am. So I'm going to wait till afterwards to, talk to him and laugh with him and joke with him. But as of right now, I'm here with my team. And that's all I'm focused on. I'm focused on winning this game.
The second thing to note heading into the SEC opener is where the team's focus is at and how the battle of the bigs will unfold in this game against Arkansas. To start, Felix Okpara, his reputation precedes him when it comes to his ability to protect around the rim. A year ago, he's leading the Big Ten in blocks. This year, that continues to be a strength of his, and it'll certainly be put to the test when he takes on and is guarding Jonas Aidoo, who in the last 5 games is averaging about 23 minutes per game and 11 points from the field. But it's actually other aspects of his defense that's continuing to evolve, and where his basketball IQ is growing is what's capturing Jeriah Mashack's attention.
Through the experiences that we've had playing against bigs that can shoot, playing against bigs who like to rebound, I think he's expecting that, and I think he's ready for it, and he's going to do everything he can to make sure that he comes out on all cylinders.
Now, they've also certainly been tested their last couple of games, especially when you look to Norfolk and Middle Tennessee and how they were able to expose areas of weakness. And that's exactly what Rick Barnes wanted. He actually kind of chuckled as well. He's like, it's a credit to our coaches scheduling teams that will highlight areas that we need to work on. And that's exactly what we saw against those 2 opponents. Against Norfolk, you're going up against a team that really likes to drive the ball to the rim. Against Middle Tennessee, it's really good guard play. Those 2 things is exactly what you'll see in your first SEC game against Arkansas when you have really good guard play that can, spread the floor out. You've got a team that can shoot it really deep, and that's exactly where Rick Barnes needs this team to take the next step and to be prepared to guard that.
That'll be something we'll talk about all year, about improving guarding the basketball, improving helping your teammates, rebounding, all the fundamentals. You never, ever think you're there. And so that's why I keep talking about every day getting better, because we've just got to keep inching forward every day.
Now, another thing worth mentioning before we get to Saturday is Jeriah Mashack is not at 100%. He actually injured his left pinky when he dove onto the floor against Middle Tennessee. He said it bent the wrong way, a way that it should not be bending. But of course, he checked back into the game. He's like, I wasn't going to say out of the game. I wanted to finish that. We saw him perform pretty decently against Norfolk, but he still has his, ring finger and his pinky finger bandaged up together. It's unclear when he will be at 100%, and it's really that aspect of him wanting to be at 100% mentally, but physically he's not there. He says that's the most frustrating part of this.
It's definitely frustrating, but I'm here now. I gotta play with the cards that I've been dealt with, and going from there, I'm gonna act like I'm 100% with that mindset and not hold anything back.
But the one thing we know about Jeriah Mashack, he'll always find a way to give 100%. Also, make sure you're subscribed. Later today, we'll have a preview on the Lady Vols as they get ready to take on their second SEC opponent and the Oklahoma Sooners, who just had a tough loss to Texas. We'll be back later today to talk all things Lady Vol basketball. Talk to you then.